Leia's Book of Hope. To my favorite cancer patient, from your favorite niece, Camille. Don't forget that even the prettiest flowers go through dirt. Once upon a time, there was a very beautiful princess named Daisy. Daisy loved to wear funny hats instead of her tiara and could make a funny horn sound with her mouth. She was like no other princess in the village. Daisy lived in a castle with her mom, Rose, and her dad, Petal, and her two older sisters. As she grew older, she dreamed of getting married and living happily ever after with the man of her dreams. But who are we kidding? This isn't your usual fairy tale. One day, while she was walking through the garden in her backyard, she heard meowing come from a rabbit hole near an old oak tree. As she leaned down curiously, the tree roots came alive and violently pulled her down and pinned her to the ground, dragging her down the rabbit hole. Stunned by her rough landing, Daisy opened her eyes one by one. In front of her, a handsome man with chocolate-colored skin, wearing a Winnie the Pooh sweater, two of Daisy's favorite things. Falling down the rabbit hole wasn't the only thing she fell for, as it was love at first sight. The name is Dill, Daffodil. He kneeled down on one knee, took the beauty's hand, and gave her a magical ring. I vow to spend my life protecting you from this dangerous garden, he says. A grand adventure is about to begin. As Daisy looks around her, she sees a dark field with multiple dead trees and flower ruins on the ground. Putting all the negativity aside, she says out loud, I am in charge of how I feel, and today I choose happiness. Meow. A smiling white cat sits gently at her feet and drops a pink flower. Positive thought seems to make the garden grow, says Dill joyfully. Daisy pets the cat behind the ears, thanks him for the lovely flower, and on the road again they go. As the lovers make their way through the stranded garden, they become more and more discouraged. I wish my friends and family were here with me, she says. Then out of the blue, daisies, roses, black-eyed Susans, sunflowers, and tulips delicately fall from the sky. She runs and twirls in the now flower-sprinkled field and can't seem to stop smiling. Hey, watch where you're going, says a small but deep voice. She looks down and sees a white-bearded man with a red hat and a blue shirt. Oh my, it's Santa! No, silly. I'm a garden gnome. I protect the animals and the flowers in the magical garden. Someone cast a spell on the garden and it has been dark ever since. The secret to break the spell is at the heart-shaped tree over there. But as I am planted in the ground, will you help our garden gain peace once and for all? Daisy accepts with great joy. After a few minutes of walking, Daisy is startled by a big stroke of thunder and lightning. It instantly starts to downpour. Psst, psst. A small chipmunk tickles her big toe and hands her a lovely magenta flower with a note hanging from it. It's an umbrella, she thinks to herself. Everyone wants happiness, no one wants pain, but if you can't have a rainbow without the little rain. But I don't understand. I believe it means that even if sometimes things get tough, you can't get discouraged. The flowers will keep you safe. As Daisy and Dill keep going towards the heart-shaped tree, they encounter a giant elephant with butterfly wings instead of ears. The princess delicately touches the cheek of the beautiful creature, and all of a sudden, the beast bursts into millions of little butterflies, tons of butterfly kisses from the people back home. On the road again, the sun is starting to set and the air is getting colder and sweeter. Daisy looks down and notices the flowers around her are now turning into ice cream. Vanilla, banana, chocolate, bubblegum, strawberry, caramel, you name it. She picks a chocolate-flavored one for the way and off they go. They finally get to the tree after hours of walking. Woo, 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 ah, ah, ah. They look up and see on the branch a bear kissing a monkey. Dill then grabs Daisy by the waist and pulls her closer. He gives her a big, long, loving kiss. When she opens her eyes, she is surrounded by a bunch of animals admiring the sky. She looks up and a giant, colorful rainbow fills the sky as it writes, Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. The end.